Hello everybody, it's House of Tutorials. Today we'll be doing a barbarian dungeon here. Might of the Earth, we have all the pieces here. For the helm, you want the diamond for cooldown reduction for the set dungeon. For the belt, I went ahead and switched that out for dead iron. Probably don't need that, just more damage. The skill. Same with everything else, just more damage. I would recommend the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac, whether on your self or in the cube for more cooldown reduction when you can use your abilities. And obviously make sure you have movement speed on your boots. You need to get around quite a bit. I have the same weapons, haven't really changed them, haven't needed to, so just left them. But for the cube, we've got Blade of the Tribes, Warcry Threatening Shout, cause an avalanche and an earthquake. It's just for damage purposes. I actually maybe used it once, not very much, but you can. Lyric's Crown, double the cooldown reduction helm, so I have a total of 48.44. For the weapon, you can also do Furnace to kill the enemies quicker, the elites quicker, but it's up to you. If you have it, I would recommend it. I actually ended up having Convention of Elements on cube and equipped. I was looking for the Star of whatever that's called. There is some fire damage in the set dungeon, not too terribly much, but if you are having trouble surviving, that will help. And another thing you can do, I mentioned another video for Unity. However, I forgot to mention you also have that equipped on you as well. I just had on the follower, so either have it equipped on yourself or in the cube. And once again, it's half damage split between you and he's invincible, so that'll be half damage. But for abilities, we have Seismic Slam, cold damage here. You'll need that for one of the achievements. Plus, it gives you reduces the cooldown on your leap by quite a bit. For your charge, just to get around, there's some spots that are pretty empty, so you'll use this. A lightning one for 3 charges instead of just 1. And for leap, we've got Call of Ariat. It makes the area bigger that you hit, plus it pulls people in towards you. As pesky little imp things, whatever they're called, like to run away. So it kind of pulls them in towards you, helps a little bit. Ground Stop, just make it ice or cold damage, plus reduces the cooldown reduction on that as well. Earthquake, once again, do ice, so it freezes enemy. You have an achievement that you'll be wanting to freeze people as much as you can for a minute. And Threatening Shout, I didn't really use this, but once again, makes people attack you instead of run away. So that can be helpful as well. For passives, I would recommend Boon of Bulkathos. Reduces the cooldown of Earthquake. And these for damage, Earthquake, Avalanche gives you Fury. Just more damage. And if you are running out of Fury, you can pick the passive. Let's see, which one was it? It was Animosity. Here we go. More regeneration plus more maximum Fury. But for Paragon points, get enough movement speed. It's 25 max, so I got 12 in the boots, 13 in here. And then just everything else there, whatever you want. Cooldown reduction, obviously required. Anything else here, doesn't really matter. Utility, obviously you would want resource cost reduction for when you're using Seismic Slam, so it costs a little bit less. Area damage as well to kill groups of people a little bit better, the stupid imps. That's pretty much it for preparation. We'll go to Act 2, City of Caldeum, right before you get to Belial. And as always, this may not be the perfect, ideal setup for the dungeon, but it worked for me and only took me, once I kind of figured out how to actually do the dungeon, it took me 2 or 3 tries. And the first one, I just had 1 or 2 enemies that I didn't see, so that screwed me over, but not this time. So I'll just kind of quickly get through here. I'll wait for these stupid enemies to go away. Okay, you have to get the dungeon on the right side over here before entering for Belial. Number 1, use Leap, Ground Stop, and Earthquake. Under 60 seconds against every elite. It used to be, I believe you could do it in any order, but this one, if you don't do it in the exact order, I did fail, I noticed that, so make sure you do it in that exact order. Next we have freeze and kill at least 1 enemy every 10 seconds for a minute. That's pretty easy. Just keep jumping around using Seismic Slam to reduce the cooldown on your leap, and you'll get it pretty quick. plus Earthquake freezes them as well if you press 3. So basically we jump, we do Seismic Slam a couple times. As you notice, the cooldown drops very fast. And then for here, I have it 1, 2, and 3 for the objective. You do want to make sure they're kind of, one time the elite was running around and I just kind of jumped towards him. You want to wait till they're kind of up next to you. Otherwise, if you jump towards them, you might not get all 3 abilities because they keep running off to where you used to be or whatever. It's just annoying. So kind of get up close to them, wait until they're right next to you, and then kind of stop, and then do 1, 2, 3, get the achievement, and then keep moving. But yeah, just keep jumping using Seismic Slam. Keep freezing stuff. Pretty much concentrate on this. Once again, wait for him to get close. He stops. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Seismic Slam. Jump, Seismic Slam, jump, Seismic Slam. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I have used the shout yet, but if you need it to kill the elite, obviously recommend doing that. I didn't have any trouble with Fury, surprisingly, even though it costs 30 Fury for that, but it does regenerate pretty quick, so not a problem there. Just make sure you get every little nook and cranny. As you can tell, there are big spots like this where there's nothing. 1, 2, 3, and just kill them right there. Once again, Furnace, if you have Furnace, definitely recommend that to kill them even faster. You don't want to do too much damage. You don't want to kill them just by leaping on them. You can't do too much damage or else you won't be able to do all 3 abilities. So you want to kill them quickly, but not too quickly, so just watch your damage there. But we already got the freeze and kill at least one enemy in 10 seconds for a minute, so that was pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, and kill him. Obviously recommend every once in a while, probably all the time, just kind of double check, go behind you a little bit. Stupid imps like to run around. They run away from you. But I didn't actually have too much trouble. This only took me a couple tries, so I know some dungeons imps are really irritating. This one wasn't too terribly bad, at least for me. But as you can tell, having Figures Charge is definitely useful with these areas of nothing. Otherwise, you're just kind of walking around, and it takes forever, and then you run out of time. And jump, Seismic Slam. Get your cooldown now. You do want to be careful. You kind of want to jump when you know there's no elite there. Otherwise, you have to frantically try and do everything right there. So see, he's running around circles. Just kind of wait till he stops, and then just boom, 1, 2, 3, get him. And the companion didn't really help me. I could have just done it without him. I didn't have a Unity equipped on myself anyway. But I mean, if you do need more defense, that's definitely viable. Let's see, some of these guys I did end up having to go back for, I think, but for the most part I didn't really have much trouble. Okay, walk up to him, wait for him to stun you. Okay, he's doing his little ultimate thing. That's fire damage here, blows fire. Fireball right there when he explodes, plus he's got a little molten fire on the ground. So if you are having trouble with that, you've got to get that amulet. I showed you in the beginning. I don't have it yet in season. I have it on my main character, but not in season, so I definitely recommend to get that if you're having trouble. If not, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Okay, but starting to get a little panicked here. We still have 30 seconds. Still have one more elite, but the map's pretty much almost complete. I don't really know any correct path to go. It's not like a circle. We go around a circle, but as long as you're killing everything pretty quick, it shouldn't be too bad. Once again, get up to him. He stops. So 1, 2, 3, boom. 10 seconds left here, and done. Okay. This can be frustrating with the imps, or if you jump, you don't see an elite, and he walks up, and you don't have enough cooldown to finish number 2 and 3. But otherwise, it's really not too terribly difficult. It's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I honestly thought it was going to take a lot longer, but I did it pretty quick. But leave any questions, comments below, and suggestions, maybe of better equipment or skills, whatever. But thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.